This playthrough is rated M for mature.
Greetings and salutations, viewers, and welcome to Resident Evil Survivor. I guess it's that time of year again, the Halloween season, or at least the month of October, Halloween season, time for horror, and why not playing something from Resident Evil, which I would usually, in my course of, at least by the time this is recorded, I would play Resident Evil 3, which I will eventually, but I thought I'd get this little game out of the way, well, I guess not out of the way, but on the radar for a bit, and just show you this game first. I thought it'd be a nice. My headaches. I can't remember anything. Well, I mean, my only hope is this gun. You're not gonna put it in your mouth, dude. Dude, don't put it in your mouth. Depression. No, suicide. The last option. Oh, don't even consider it, man. Oh, actually, not even an option. I must remember. I must survive. Ooh. Okay. Wait. That's just showing that. So just showing some of the gameplay. So yeah, Resident Evil Survivor, a little bit of an odd egg out of the Resident Evil franchise. That looks like let's see if I can fix my setup here. Sorry, I've been having some issues with my recorder, so like for some reason, or the connectors on my recorder doesn't work too well now, so I have to like adjust things and everything like that. But Resident Evil Survivor, an odd egg of the bunch of Resident Evil. Instead of it being a third-person like puzzle type of game, it's a first-person rail gun shooter game, or rail shooter on rails, basically is what it is. So let's look at the options really quick. Let's see. All right. Oh, sorry, Alright, let's try to get this fixed really quick. I don't want to go through the whole game with it all being messed up. Alright, I think everything should be fine. I don't think I really have to do anything here. No, nothing there. Let's see. Nope. Sounds good. Okay, attack. Okay, I'm just trying to get myself used to the controls. Okay. Vibration. Obviously, vibration doesn't even work on. And I'm emulating this from my PS3 if it isn't already obvious. Okay, that should be fine too. All right. Let's start out this game. Yeah, I'm trying to remember if this is now considered canon or if it's basically considered a what if story now. Because all the games back in the day used to be considered canon, but with like the Resident Evil Game Boy Color game not being considered canon anymore, I'm not even sure if this character is even remembered in the canon of Resident Evil. So let's just call this more of a what if game, and you can put the pieces together if you want. I think they did a sequel to this game in Japan, if I remember correctly, and then there was a PS2 game called Dead Aim, done in the same vein of this game. So it's not a bad game for what it is. I mean, obviously, it's a first-person. Well, I don't know if I call it a rail shooter per se, specifically. Sorry, I can't. For some reason, the game won't let me skip back to the main menu. I have to go through this little crap thing again, but. All right, come on, go through your edgelordness. But I do prefer the third person action or type of games. But Resident Evil could easily lend itself out to different games and genres. So all right, let's just do normal mode.
Resident Evil Survivor.
Yeah, too bad they didn't get the same voice actor to do all of them. Oh well. It's been a while since I played this game, so I don't know how good I'm actually going to be in this.
1998, a disaster struck the quiet Midwestern residents of Raccoon City. An uncontrollable outbreak of the Umbrella-created T-virus transformed the city into an inescapable death trap. To stop the outbreak from spreading, Umbrella Incorporated was forced to wipe out the entire city. However, this was not the only location where an outbreak occurred.
My head aches. I can't remember anything. I don't even know if this is this guy's voice or not. My only hope is this gun. I shall put it in my mouth. No! I must remember. I must survive. I don't know why I keep making dark jokes like that. I shouldn't. Yeah, it's a schlocky horror game, you know.
Oh.
Yeah, the subpar voice acting is definitely going to be here, so, you know.
Anything. Who am I?
You just said that, dude. I don't know. Alright, like I said, it's not quite a rail-on shooter per se, but it is a first-person perspective type of game. You just use the directional pad to go in other places. And according to the story, this takes place around the same time as Resident Evil 2. That's probably why this game isn't really considered canon anymore. But yeah, we've already got a weapon and everything. Yet we don't remember who we are, but we remember that we can shoot a gun as well as anyone else. All right, let's go through this. I'm trying to remember if there's any runs. No, I don't. You know, I was looking at the controls earlier, and then I guess I didn't look at the controls. So oh well. Okay, squares run, that's right, okay. And I think you just have to walk through the doors to open it this time, so. Yeah, as far as I don't remember, I don't think this game has any puzzles like that. It's pretty much just a shooter for the most part. Survive to the end. Find out why you're here, who you are, and how to get out of this place. You know, and all this other fun stuff. What the? It's that guy that was on the helicopter earlier that we also fell off from. Must be our friend.
You look familiar, but but I just can't remember.
The name Ark Thompson is carved on this keychain.
Though I can't remember anything, I know that this was no way for anyone to die. What?
Hey, buddy. Ah! Ooh, get off me. Okay, now to fire, you have to hold down the R button, and then I think you just press triangle. Woo! Ah, please, die! Die, you monster, you don't belong in this world. Hey, he dropped something. Hello, what's this? A rusted key? Kind of looks like Brad Vickers from, I don't know, I don't think I ever showed, that in Resident Evil 2. Although one day I will play all extra stories and paths from those games. I just didn't want to do them back to back. I should have, but whatever. So yeah, we got rusted key. That guy looks familiar, but he's dead, at least according to him. So can't do anything here. Can we go in here? Ooh, well there you go. Yeah, you can't just press a button to shoot. You actually have to hold on to it, and you can aim. I think there are a few sections in the game where you do need aim for specific spots. But if you find zombies, I mean, I guess if you can hit them in the head, all the better. And this is one of those games where you auto-reload. Now, obviously, reloading might take you a second or two, so keep that in mind when doing that. Okay, I can't really look down or up, so everything's going to be right in front of us. So, Umbrella Corporation. I didn't know Umbrella was into religion. Anything up here? An old church altar. The word umbrella is written on the wall. Separation of church and state, but you can't separate church and corporate interests, can you? What do they worship? The holy book of a training manual for Umbrella. And yea, said unto the Lord, I shall work from 9 to 5 for 5 days in a row on the week. Whoa! Better run. Okay. Gonna have to run a bit further. So we went over there. Okay, good. And we got, as far as I remember, we've got infinite ammo. So don't worry about using the ammo. Just be careful for the purposes of reloading. Okay. An old clock is ticking. A clock winder seems to be attached to it. Can we take it? Aha! We've obtained the clock winder. Why do we need that? I don't know. It looks kind of cool, I guess. Alright, anything around here that I can check on? Most of the game will, usually if you walk towards something, you'll find, okay, old books are lined up here. If you walk into something, you'll usually, if there's something to say, it'll look at it, or you'll have dialogue about it. Magazines for young people are lined up here. Young people? Ah, damn young people, get off my lawn. Alright, anything else in here? I thought I saw some, like, shining earlier, like a key or some item or something like that. I guess nothing here. Maybe I was imagining things. Yeah, it's kind of a... Luckily, the turning in this isn't too bad, so it shouldn't give me... you've obtained chapel key. It shouldn't give me a major motion sickness like most first-person shooters do. Yeah, this game's pretty straightforward. Then again, I guess you could say the same thing about the Resident Evil franchises, except for the puzzles and stuff like that. But I remember enjoying it. And I think this wasn't too expensive either. I think this was one of those games that was like $20 when it came out or something like that. So even for a PlayStation game, that was pretty cheap. Use the chapel key. Let's get further in. Why are we so interested in going to all these places when we don't know what we're doing? Game reasons, I guess. Surviving. You know, like the name of the game. Looks like we're farther into the chapel. Perhaps we'll find religion here. Perhaps the same could be said of all religions. No, I didn't even say the quote, so what's the point of that? But yes, perhaps we'll find God here. Oh, there he is. He's been zombified. Oh, God. Oh. It's like a children's room, maybe? We definitely need to look around. Not like we were going to do that anyway, but hey. Huh, street, huh? Interesting stuff on the walls. Hello, what's this? You've obtained the church manager's diary. Church manager's diary. October 7th, 1998. Today, the leaders of each section of the city, including myself, attended a meeting with the commander. The briefing was on the destruction of Raccoon City. See, Raccoon City took place... Didn't it take place, like, October, like the early October, or maybe as late September? You know, I'll admit I don't remember all the dates in this game, in the franchise. So, and frankly, with the new one that came out, Resident Evil, was it 7? Technically, was it called Resident Evil 7, or was it just called New Resident Evil? Technically, I think that's a redo of the series, so it's not like they're really continuing this franchise, this version of the series anymore. Anyway, let's read more. During the conference, everyone placed blame on William Birkin. He betrayed the company and wanted to keep the G-Virus for himself. The commander told us that if there is a traitor like Birkin in this city, we should execute him immediately and without question. I wholeheartedly agree with the commander's orders. This city is as vital to Umbrella as that laboratory in Raccoon City was. No, it is actually more important. We must not allow a biohazard to happen in this city. We cannot let Umbrella's efforts to buy the city and establish these billion-dollar facilities go to waste. We should keep a closer eye on the behavior of the personnel in the future. Interesting. For the main character, who knows? But for us, we know about William Birkin. Well, if you played Resident Evil 2, which this game came out after Resident Evil 2, so if you're a big Resident Evil fan, you were most likely going to run across this game. Whoa! Now, did everyone buy this game when it came out? Well, obviously not, because I don't. Like I said, I think they did make a sequel, but it was only in Japan, if I remember correctly. So, okay, a pinball machine. Why would it be in a church? Maybe the preacher just loves him a good old fashioned. Got some herb. We can use that to heal ourselves. Luckily, we've only taken a hit. Arcade game machine. There's no power to it. Now, I wanted to play Power Bomb. What? Power B-Man or? I cannot even tell what that's. Let's see. Powerful Man? Maybe it is Power Man. Yeah, okay, Power Man. Let's see. Arcade game, no mission. Looks like Magical Girl adventure game. I don't know. It could be Sailor Moon for all I know. And that is generic machine number 1. Alright. Alright, let's keep going. Yes, our amnesia is not kicking up any actual memories, but we're learning about guys like called William Birkin and other such things. Huh. Interesting. But that doesn't help us at all. Let's keep exploring this place. Perhaps we'll find some more clues about our identity. And what are these creatures coming after me? They seem to have no sense of yeah, well. Actually, really with the actually, I'm trying to remember if this game has a percentages thing, like well, if you hit them more in the head, does that show later on? I don't remember. Like I said, I kind of play these games where on my channel. I play them sort of semi-blind. Like, I played them before, but it's been so long. That's almost like playing them again, brand new. So, clock is working. You've used the clock winder. Clock thingy. Go! What the? What's this? A hidden door. Where does it lead? Well, let's go find out. It's not like there can be any danger there. Anyway. I think there's supposed to be a button for auto-reloading, I think, in this game, if you really need to. Oops. Didn't. Actually, let's check the controls really quick, just to make sure. Alright, key config again. Yeah, I should already know this. Let's see. Quick search is R1. Target is run forward. Wait, but on my thing it says cancel. What the? Huh. That's weird. Okay. Well, anyway, just quick search, so I guess not. Alright, anyway. What's quick search mean exactly? Oh, okay. Gotcha. It basically turns you really quickly in a direction so you can make sure you don't get taken from behind. Okay, well, we can't go in there, so only option now is to go down the hole, the creepy stairs. The only reason it's done like this is not originally was sure we could see it as set in the atmosphere, but no, it's too spiders, arachnophobia. No, I don't have it, but what was I gonna say? Yeah, you think, oh, it's just to set tension. It's like, oh, what's it gonna be when you get down the thing? Well, originally it was meant to help with the load times, because why not? Why not kill two birds with one stone? Set up a creepy hole. Oh, you don't know what's behind that door. Anticipation, which I kind of like that idea. Too bad most games don't do that anymore or something like that. Not that they need to. Just whoa! Away! Away, you foul things! You don't belong in this world. Stay down. What the? Come back here. Drop dead, Fred. God, that was a terrible movie. Anyway, let's keep looking around. See, it looks like a little secret hidey hole for the preacher man or someone working the preacher, if not him specifically. The church's rear key. Rear key. Alright, looks like nothing else back here. Must have been just that. Oop, just gotta comb the room for any information. Nope. Would have automatically run into something if there was anything here. Okay. Back upstairs we go. Oh, and I didn't see any. I think you see pictures of holy figures on the desk. Actually, there's nothing in here. Let's just go back in really quick. I should really use this time since I'm not really trying to, TAS or speed run it. So, like, why not take a quick look around on just for details on things, just for fun. Let's see. What does it say? God, please save me. Okay. He must be a Baptist then, or Catholic, I guess. Catholic is all about. Actually, Catholicism is usually about guilt, while baptism is about redeeming your soul. Well, I mean, they all believe generally the same thing. It's just usually most versions of a single religion usually focus on one thing more over the other. Or they just hated like how the heads of their religion were going, so they decided to split off and make their own. I mean, I'm grossly simplifying the idea of it, but if you want to grossly simplify religion and it's all of its sex, then there you go. Well, I guess next spot is the church's rear key. Rear key. I'm trying to remember how you actually save in this game, because otherwise, hey puppies! Oh God, no! They're getting me! Oh God, they're just as bad as the previous game. Oh God, no! Actually, probably best way is to just. Oh, okay. Ah, God, I suck at this. God, I can't hit them with crap. Jesus. Killed one. God. Ah, there goes I'm at caution now. Sheesh. God, I suck. Well. Hello? Hello? The phone hung up. Well, I did take a long time. Interesting. Can we use the phone again? Huh. Well, obviously it wasn't important now, was it? Anything over here? Appears that I cannot pass here. I have to look for another route. Or route. Route. Router. Just gonna check something really quick. No. Let's see what, yeah, infinite bullets, green air. We don't need to use that yet. See, I think the only file we have is the church manager's guide. So nothing else there. See, we just got map. And exit. Okay. Nope. Come on. Get out of there. Get out of there, you. Okay. I was just checking to see if there was like any. What I probably should have done is ran away from the like dogs until I could have figured out a good spot to hold off in or whatever. Can't. So you can't go in there. It's locked from the other side. Well, looks like our amnesiac fellow is in a bit of a bind, as everything's trying to kill him. We don't know who we are, and, well, we don't know where to go to next. So in the next episode of Resident Evil Survivor, we'll continue on our amnesiac trail towards a hopeful understanding and maybe the next step in our journey. So thanks for watching, hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you next time. And I'm gonna go to the movies. Da 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 da!